Hello, my name is Twilan Combo.
And my name is Benin Combo.
Welcome to Relate. If you are watching this, don't be greedy, don't be shy. Share this with at least 3 people. You don't want to watch this alone.
And also ensure that you subscribe so that each time that we drop a video, you'll be notified and you can enjoy that content with us, right?
Yeah. And without further ado, we're going to go straight into today's episode.
Let's go straight into it.
So for a change, why don't you tell us what we're looking at today?
Okay, so the question that we have today is, how do I know if someone really likes me? That's the question that we're going to attempt to answer today. And
Makes me want to sing Auntie Whitney's song.
Yes. And basically, we're not even going to waste time. For us, we've come up with, I think, 4 reasons or how you can know if someone really likes you.
Yeah.
And we pray and hope that these will be simple.
Stop.
So the number one way that you can know if someone really likes you is that they will show it. So we don't want you to assume that they like you. It must be shown.
That's a good
Because
one.
sometimes people assume that, someone likes me, and yet there's honestly no showing at all.
They're just being kind.
They're just being them, and therefore you have to they have to show it explicitly that they do like you, because you don't want to be in the guessing zone where you're not really sure whether someone likes you or not. And usually when that happens, it's either the person is not really showing much. That's why now you have to go into the game of assuming or concluding that they do based on their actions. But if you don't know that person well, you are likely as well to misinterpret whatever you're calling as them really liking you to be a like. You might think that their kindness towards you is a signal that they like you, but in honest truth is they're just kind to everybody. So then how then do you know that the what they're showing you is actually like? So it must be obvious to you that they do like you. So obviously, in this case, I can give you a scenario. You are chatting with a person, you are constantly communicating, you are not only kind towards each other, but then this is spread towards them going an extra mile than just showing the kindness that they'll show everybody. And what else would you think of when it comes to them?
Well, I mean,
what are some of the things that a woman would need to see from a guy to know that the person really likes them?
oh, I mean, women, we see a lot.
Mhm.
Okay, we see a lot. The question is not seeing.
So the question is, what seeing is valid to be qualified as someone liking me enough?
Yeah, well, I kind of feel that you've already explained this one really well. I'm almost, without us rushing, I think it really ties in with the other point, which is that they need to say it.
Yes.
And the reason I say, as women, we see a lot.
Mhm.
It could be on our part. Like a guy is just being kind, picks us from work and, drops you home, or he's opening the door. He's being like really just kind and courteous. Most of the times, us women will interpret that as, oh, he likes me. Now, when a guy likes you, yes, he will do those things. So I don't think it's outside of the remit of expectation to think that, oh, this guy likes me if he's doing that. However, the problem is, as you said, it might just be his default setting. He's just kind like that. He will be kind like that to everyone else. I know that you're that guy. You are like really like very the other word is friendly. Some girls will just think, oh, he's been really friendly with me, and there's men who are just naturally friendly. They're kind and make room for everybody. So it's important that it goes beyond what you as a woman are going to say, oh, I've seen this. He has to say it. He has to say. Now, I know the opposite might be, oh, she has to say it. We're not advocating here that the woman goes to make the first proposal.
Can
That's
I time to propose? I think,
yeah.
isn't it okay to, even if you're a female, to tell someone you like them? Because you're not proposing to them, you're just letting them know that
I
you
don't know
like
about that, sugar, honey. I mean, it's okay, I guess, to make it
clear.
clear that you are interested, But I certain things I'm a little bit of a traditionalist. Other things I'm a bit modern. I personally don't think it's appropriate for a woman to go and say, I like you. But I think it's appropriate for her to make it very clear, like, look, I like you.
But
But to verbalize it,
So how does a woman
well, I
make it
mean,
clear that I
you are
like it?
Ruth. Go lay at the feet of Boaz. Make yourself available. Okay, jokes aside, I think that she needs to be approachable. It needs to be so clear to him, so much so that even if he was the scared type to approach you, it's so clear that I won't be turned down, or if I was to be turned down, it won't be unkind.
Okay.
So she needs to make it really plain and simple that, I'm really liking you. There's women who play hard to get. And the guy is really trying to figure out, is she into me? Is she not into me? There's another thing that people need to watch out for, playing hot and cold. Like playing hot and cold, keeping you guessing, keeping you on your toes. I don't think that's really appropriate, because it sends confusing signals. And this is why what you see and what you hear, what is shown and what is said, needs to match up.
So
Because if it
meaning-
doesn't match up, it can be quite confusing.
So my question then for on the women's side, we've talked about someone must show it and someone it must say it. So
Yeah.
is this saying part only for the men in your view then?
Personally, and don't come for me in the comments, but you can if you want, and I don't think it's going to change my perspective. It's a personal thing for me. That I think that as a woman, saying I like you, like verbalizing it, I don't know, it kind of makes me uncomfortable, to say the least. However, there's nothing wrong with a woman making it very in her feminine signs and ways, showing him that, hey, we can take this to another level, or I am liking you more than a brother. How do you do that? I think that it's very subjective. Every couple who are eyeing each other may have different unique ways of expressing that. And that sometimes is birthed out of knowing somebody from simply starting a platonic friendship. You begin to see what their values are, and all of that kind of stuff. Who knows, maybe the servant who prayed for Isaac's wife, when he prayed, he said, let the woman who comes out be the woman who will give me water and the camels. She must be the one. Who knows, maybe his prayer is based on his knowing Isaac to be, this person who God had promised Abraham, I'm going to bless you and you're father of many nations through Isaac. So there is no better quality for Isaac's wife than to have a woman who is for the community, who serves. And so when she does that, she's actually doing that not because she's trying to show I like Isaac, but you know what I mean? So I'm coming from the place of, you ask me, how do you do that? How do you show that, okay, you are available? Sometimes it will naturally play out when you know that person, when you get to know that person.
I see. The only reason why I was asking that question specifically is because in my view, when it comes to telling someone you like them, that doesn't mean that the moment you say it, if the person likes you too, then a relationship has started. You're just letting them.
Yes,
and
but
this is why.
babe,
Let me clarify my point so that you can hear me fully.
All right.
So when you say that and you don't have to explicitly say, hey, can you focus on me? I like you. You can say, you know what, I kind of like you.
I like you.
I don't know about you. So they are trying to you're trying to get a response back.
Yeah.
Because it's not a proposal. You're not proposing.
It is
to
a proposal, though.
No. You're letting them know you like you, because
I think it is a proposal. To me, in my head, how I hear that from a woman telling a man,
I like you.
Yeah, like verbalizing that sounds like a proposal. It sounds like she is pursuing him. And that's the only reason I don't think that it's the right approach. Because if
So
I mean,
can,
there are men who don't mind that, and there are
Mhm.
women who also don't mind that. But I don't know about telling the man I like you, because for me it just seems like she is pursuing. This is why Naomi told Ruth,
Mhm.
don't say nothing, just
Mhm.
go lay at his feet.
Mhm.
Now, in our culture, obviously, when I say culture, in our modern day,
Mhm.
we don't have the exact replication of Ruth and Boaz's scenario. But
Mhm.
what I'm saying is that there are ways that modern day Ruths can go and lay at Boaz's feet. They can still go to the party at the threshing floor, where Boaz and his boys are, and still make themselves available without saying it in words, I like you, because that for me has already stepped over the boundary of making yourself available and pursuable to now being the one who is pursuing.
Okay, so me that what is going on through my mind right now is just
Mm-hmm.
thinking that what is so difficult to why does it become difficult to say if you can act it out? Because you're literally going to go, you're not at everyone's feet, right? You're only
Right.
going to be at the feet of someone that you like, so that's an explicit action to show them that you like them.
Yeah, then
So
it's up to the man now to pursue you. He needs to say what he is going to do, because the problem is when the woman starts off with pursuing, even in the marriage, she will be forever pursuing.
so me my question
I
is
think
isn't
could
the being at the feet
Mhm.
a form of proposal as well, because you're explicitly saying
Yes,
I
but it's
like
in
you.
a feminine, gentle way that still allows him room to be the man to pursue and find a wife. If
Mhm.
she now says it, what else has he got to say?
What? So it's, do you like me? It's either yes or no. If you do like me, then it means that we can explore this further to see where it will go. It's not. I'm not proposing that we should start anything, because
Well, I mean, shout out to all my sisters who told him I like you, and I'm not mocking it, and I'm saying for me that's a personal thing
yeah.
that I want to pass on
So
to
there's
my daughters
so
and my
maybe we need
daughters'
to be
daughters.
mindful of that. That obviously people will have certain preferences.
Yes.
For certain people,
But let's go back to the Bible though,
Mhm.
because preferences is preferences.
So okay, let me put it this way.
Is it let me ask you,
Mhm.
is it biblical for a woman to pursue a man?
It's not biblical for a woman to pursue a man,
Mm-hmm.
and we must that's why I'm trying to really put it down. We're talking of liking, we're not talking of pursuing. Pursuing is, because I would consider how lying at the feet of Boaz as pursuit as well.
No, that's making yourself available.
So what is pursuit then? Verbalizing is pursuit.
I mean, pursuing is chasing after somebody. I think when by the time you are
Mhm.
declaring that you like somebody,
Mhm.
because when you told me I like you,
Mhm.
I felt pursued.
Mhm.
And I was like, yes. And I remember my mentors, Mami P and Rev, saying to me, don't say nothing. But they knew
Mhm.
that I did like you.
Okay, but
But that was also an encouragement from them. However, that was always my personal stance. I
Mhm.
would always, even in previous relationships, I would make myself available if I liked you.
Mhm.
But to say I like you first,
But why
no.
I'm trying to really distinguish between the pursuit and just affirming something.
I feel like this has turned into our
Yes,
debate.
but it's good to have different perspectives to just try and
Absolutely,
understand,
yes, I
to get to the
agree.
bottom of this. Because what
Yeah.
I'm, for example, in our case, if I just ended at telling you I like you, and I never ever go beyond that, would because if we're saying that verbalizing that I like you is pursuit, if I ended at just letting you know that I like you and never went any step further, would
Hmm.
that have you know would you still consider that pursuit? And that's why I'm saying that it's not yet pursuit. You're just affirming that there is something which can be
I
pursued.
see what you mean. And this, I guess this is why there's these two different people out there. There's the people that believe and are okay and comfortable with a woman saying, I like you, because for them, that verbal statement is nothing but affirmation of the emotional attachment they're already developing. Whereas on the other side, there is people like myself who
I like you means pursuit.
It's the start of pursuit.
It's the start of pursuit, but it's not the start of a relationship.
No. We're not in a
and that's,
there's no relationship there, but it says that I want to be in a relationship with you, because otherwise, why am I telling you I like you?
I believe that pursuit starts when we've moved from liking each other to actually confirming to say, you know what, can we get into a relationship?
Yes.
Now I'm pursuing you, but expressing our views in regards to liking is not pursuit.
So then, going back to biblical principles, why then was it so important that Naomi, who is a mother-in-law, who has now identified that Ruth is ready for a home of rest, why is it so important that she stated, don't do nothing, don't say nothing, you go over there, get yourself dressed, get over there, but there's a time when Ruth returns home and Naomi says he will not, I'm paraphrasing, I can't remember exactly the words, but he will not sleep until the matter is settled. So now, if you the woman go in with I like you, you've already verbalized, you've disclosed what you have in your heart, and they should be, for me, pursuing is chasing, it's trying to find you out, and that's where when women are playing too hard to get, the man sometimes may feel like, oh, it's hard to crack this one, it's hard to actually get to know her, because there's a place where she's not allowing him. So by the time a woman is declaring I like you, before he does, and the reason why I say that's already her pursuing him, there's nothing hidden in mystery there for him to go and find out. There's nothing he's settling. It's already settled. She's settled it and said, I like you.
Okay, so my
question... at that point, he can either be like, whoa, that was full on, I'm out. Or he will... I guess he's now been pursued, so he has no choice but to pursue back.
But what did Boaz say? He didn't necessarily verbalize that he liked her, but then he affirmed the action that, why have you come after me? So meaning the action was explicit enough, and I don't see why verbalizing it is not as equal as going, showing it obviously by going to someone's. I don't think that every woman had to go and lay at every man's feet.
But this is why I'm saying, like, in our modern day culture, our modern day Ruths, there's a different way of laying at your Boaz's feet. And that may be subjective for every couple that likes each other. Ruth chapter 3 verse 8 is where this conversation happens, and it says, in the middle of the night something startled the man being Boaz, and he turned, and there was a woman laying at his feet. Who are you? He asked. Verse 9. I am the servant Ruth, she said. Spread the corner of your garment over me, since you are a guardian redeemer of our family. Now, some people may say, actually, she already did do the verbal proposal, because she's asking for some type of covering. But it's very adamant here. Look, this is his response. The Lord bless you, my daughter, he replied. This kindness is greater than which you showed earlier. So they've already built this kind of, relationship where they are safe to, I guess, she's basically, she's
verbalized.
She's not verbalized it.
She's verbalized.
She's
it
comfortable.
He doesn't even know whose is it. So he's asking.
No, because he's startled and it's at night. So you've got to take all of these things in consideration. However, he's viewing this as kindness. That those are his terms, his words. This is kindness. Is greater than what you showed earlier. You have not run after the younger men which
Whether-
whether rich or poor. And now my daughter, don't be afraid. This is what he said: I will do for you as you have asked. No, but
That is good.
the asking wasn't about,
What was she asking about?
she didn't say, she's not necessarily saying I like you. She is approaching him from the place of his office. She said to him, you are a kinsman redeemer. Are you willing to cover me with your garment, with the corner of your garment? She's not outrightly pursuing him. I like you, you must cover me. No, she and he acknowledges the fact that she could have disclosed whatever she did or made herself available to other potentials, younger people, younger men, rich, poor, rich and whatever. But then he is actually perceiving this as kindness.
Not only as kindness is what I say, because this kindness is greater than that than which you showed earlier. You have not run after, so it's not just the kindness cannot be confused to liking. Is what I'm trying to say. But her ask was very specific, such that it cannot be confused with.
But that's exactly what I'm saying. Women can still make themselves available and show that there's no shadow of doubt that you are the man that I would really love to be in this relationship. You're the man that I would love you to cover me. But she doesn't step over the mark and say, you should cover me.
But that's exactly what she says there.
She's not outright with it. She's approaching him from the place of his office. She starts off by saying, since you are in that position to do that, you are a kinsman redeemer, would you do that for me?
Okay, man, this is how I'm looking at it, and this is exciting that we're looking at it like this. Number one, she shows it.
Yeah.
Going down the feet. And number two, she verbalizes it. To say that, okay, can you, and it's, that's why I'm saying that it's to verbalize that you like someone. You are not asking them to get into a relationship with you. You are just letting them know that there is a liking from your end.
I guess we'll never know, babe, because we are never there for every Ruth and Boaz conversation.
Yes.
But it's a good thing that we both have very different opinions about this.
Yeah.
Because
and I'm not trying to say that everybody should verbalize. I was just trying.
And
to...
I am actually saying all the women shouldn't.
Is that what you're saying?
No shame in my game. I'm just saying, girls, if
do
you
it.
have the chance, do not say nothing. I think it takes it away.
No.
It takes away something.
And that's why I'm really trying to.
Can someone in the
difference.
comments tell us, are you a lady out there? Did you say I like you? How did that work out for you? And I really genuinely want to hear from you. I'm not saying that to mock anybody, because I know at least 2 or 3 couples where the woman said she likes him, and they got married. 2 or 3 couples. So it would be really interesting to hear from you. But for me personally, when I read this story, she's making herself very, very available. There's no way Boaz is going to get confused about this. And to the point where I do think that he had so much respect for her that until she does this, in my opinion and my understanding, he wasn't sure to approach her in the light of covering her as his wife until she actually does this. Because he's talking about an earlier kindness. And so they've had this relationship. They know that, there's something between us. But until she actually is like, look, cover me.
And that's the verbalizing that I'm saying.
But that's anyway. Shall we move on to the third point?
The other ones I think
really simple.
Are pretty simple. But in what I'm saying is this: number one, she was showing kindness even before. But then there's extra steps that really then bring out the idea that there's something there that he could look at, and that is her going by his feet. And then when she's asked, she's specific by saying, because if she just said, "Oh yeah, I'm just here to just warm up," would he have known? If she didn't talk,
that's playing hard to get. You went there for the purpose of showing this man you are available.
Yeah, so
And
that's
then you end up like, either playing hard to get, or you get shy
or
and you get embarrassed, or you don't want to
yes.
say nothing. But he may also be afraid. He might be thinking, I'm not good enough. There's all younger people that maybe she needs to be with. But until she actually is like, bruh, it's you.
Yeah, but how does she do that without
Because she speaks to him from the place of,
speaks confirming it? That's why
she speaks.
verbalizing it.
No, you are twisting. You're trying to twist. I see what you're doing. No,
I'm
no.
not trying to
You
use your words against you.
You are.
What I'm trying to show is the
You
distinction
actually are.
that pursuit.
No, sir.
Verbalizing liking is not the same as pursuit in the sense that.
So then we shouldn't take men seriously when they say I like you, because it's not pursuit. So when does pursuit start?
So when he says he likes you, then you can go in the realm of because the fact that he said
so
that
there are realms, right?
Yes. So
Yes.
that's why I'm saying that
There's stages.
Verbalizing liking is not equal to entering a relationship consciously.
And I'm not saying that either, but I'm saying pursuing has already begun. She has pursued him by saying I like you.
Really? So if she didn't go by his feet, and the man is supposed to make the first move, meaning what she did was not right because it should have come from the man.
She didn't say to him, I like you. She said she was available for him to, in his office as a kinsman redeemer, to redeem her.
But her action was explicit enough that he knew what.
Well, I mean,
what
I
that
guess
meant.
in psychology, this is now just dependent on personal interpretation. Why don't we leave it there?
So we'll leave it to everybody also in there to just
comment.
See
please
how,
do comment. Let us know.
And by no means, we're not trying to say that I'm right, she's wrong. We're just trying to show the difference in how we look at and this is really important. I really love the fact that we have opposing approaches to this, because if the question is how do I know if someone really likes me, do you see how we're married and we're already interpreting it very different? So you might think, oh, he doesn't really like me because he hasn't said it, whereas he might be thinking like Boaz was thinking, oh, she's a young girl, there might be some other better suitors. But then when you actually make yourself available in your way, as the Holy Spirit leads you, he may now begin to say, wow, you have shown me kindness. I will do what you have. I'm going to pursue you. Now that I know that you're for me like this, I'm going to pursue you. This is what made Boaz go call the elders. This is what made Boaz go speak to his older brother and say, look, homegirl, she needs redeeming, available. He's like, no, I'm not doing it. I don't want to taint my heritage. So I mean, it's the point I was trying to make here, because I know we're about to close very soon, is that after she declares, according to you, and after she makes herself available, there's now the proving point. There's now the proving point, and then the commitment follows. And I think it's really important for those who have this question, how do I know if he likes me? How do I know if she likes me? Figure out biblically for you how you will, as a woman, make yourself available, but still be, at least leave the pursuing to him, is what I would say. But then even with us here, as we've discussed it, my husband has a different understanding of it. I have a different understanding. It could be the same for you. Yeah. So don't assume that because they haven't maybe said some, we complicate things. Just have a conversation. Do you like me? So what's the difference with asking do you like me or saying
women if there was a relation, if they were talking
instead of you saying that I like you?
Well, I mean, do you like me is a question. When are we going to get married is a question.
So for me, this is how I look at it, and that's what I was trying to put across. That it's okay for someone to have told me, for example, for you to tell
Ruth
me.
asked a question.
No, I'm talking about me in this case as a man. That it's okay for you to have told me you like me, but what is not okay for you to ask me, can you marry me? Those are two different perspectives. Liking me is you're just telling me your position, but for example, asking to say no, can we marry is also another
No, but
gravity.
if you're in a let's clarify that. If you're in a relationship and you're asking the man, when are we going to get married? That's absolutely fine, because
No,
sometimes they may
when
be.
as and by the time you're getting into a relationship, there's already an assumed.
I
And
don't
I'm
think
saying,
any woman without being a relationship starts off with, "Will you marry me?"
yeah, but what I'm trying to differentiate is the difference between telling someone you like them and telling someone you want to marry them, or you want to be in a marriage with them. Those are two, like, the gravities are not the same, and that's why I'm saying that, the first part, they're showing it, both people have to do it, in my view. The second part, both of them can show it, but the proving it is now where the man has to do the proving.
Right.
Yeah, but then the two, which is the showing it and the saying it, both of them can say it. But then the proving it is where it's a man's duty to now prove it, because obviously there's some level of proving as well from the woman that.
Ruth, the same chapter, Ruth, later on, when Ruth came to her mother-in-law, Naomi asked, "How did it go, my daughter?" Then she said, "Everything." Then she told her everything Boaz had done for her, and added, "He gave me these 6 measures of barley, saying, 'Don't go back to your mother-in-law empty-handed.'" Naomi said, "Wait, my daughter, until you find out what happens, for the man will not rest until the matter is settled today." All I'm saying is, women, be pursuable, be pursued, show that you are available, let him pursue you, let him prove you, and then head over to that commitment realm or level of the relationship. But either way, a man needs to be the one who will not rest until that matter is settled, as opposed to her pursuing him to settle the matter before he does.
Okay. I think with that said, we've said a lot. The next bit is they have to prove it. So say it. Show it, say it, then prove it. Because obviously, after someone says that they like you, there has to be some form of proving now, beyond just the saying it. And proving is, you must see it also consistently now in their actions, that they actually do like you. So it means that now everything that's being done after the showing it and saying it is not just implicit. It's explicitly showing you that they are actually committed to what, they are actually serious about what they've said, by you going on dates, you going to do certain things together, or communicating on a constant basis, is what we are saying on proving it. And right, what else would you say in a
I
short
think
phrase?
you said it all. What would you say about commitment, to round it up? What does commitment look like from a man's perspective when he's committed to a woman at this stage?
Committing now is either asking you into a relationship or asking you for marriage, because then they have proven to you that they like you, yes, and now they have to commit to a relationship or commit to marriage. And that's why it has to go beyond showing it, it has to go beyond saying it, it has to go beyond proving it. Now there has to be a follow-up as well, which is commitment, because someone can do all these three but never get to the commitment part.
Oh, come on,
And that's where you are
somebody.
left hanging, because now
Come on.
you are frustrated, because you've shown me all the three. Why can't you commit to me? Because I've seen
Because they
you've
don't
shown it
really
to
like
me,
you.
you've said it to me, you've proved it to me. Now can you commit to me? And this is why
Right.
women also get frustrated, because all these three have been shown, but when it comes to committing, they are delaying the commitment or trying to run away from the
Yeah.
commitment by keeping
Yeah.
you in those three first areas we've spoken about. Anything you can say within it?
I would say, the commitment part is they're not afraid to get involved in your circle of friends, family. They will come to where you are. You will go to where they are. Their cousins, aunties, nephews, grandparents, your family, grandparents, family. Everybody knows who each other is. And I think most importantly, spiritual leaders as well. Your pastors, they're not afraid to be even in your there's a level of commitment. They're not having a casual relationship. In Bible language, you'd almost say it's a covenant. They're there. It's not easy to break. And they're showing you all these signs, and they at that point, you know, they're there. They're not hiding. That's how you know that somebody really likes you. But if you are, oh, come, we're having a family barbecue, oh no, they're always busy, or you live in different towns and there is a way that they can come and see you but they don't, I would put a question on that, because when somebody's committed to you, they will cross over the ocean for you, baby.
No, I appreciate it. I think with that said, we have 4 things that we've talked about, which you can use as a guide. Number 1, someone must show it, say it, prove it, and then commit to it. So obviously everything is sort of going in a sequence.
Jesus left his throne in heaven to come and die for us. Okay? That is commitment, the level of commitment. When it comes to biblical standard of marriage, the man should love his wife as Christ loved the church. He must be willing to die to self for his wife. So when we're talking about commitment, that's the level of commitment we're showing. However, it's not just on the man's part. There's ways a woman can show commitment too, as a bride or future bride or bride inspired, whatever word you want to insert there. But I just wanted us to really, especially that commitment, really think of it on Christ level, because I think we can be quite wishy-washy about commitment. Just because he calls you every night to say good night doesn't mean that's commitment. He could be saying good night. He's at the stage of proving it. Yeah. He could be saying good night to Sister Jane and Annabella over there. Yeah. And you better pray that the Holy Spirit reveals to you, because brothers and sisters are tripping out there.
Yeah. I think we can say a lot more about this, but for now we're going to leave it there, and I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next episode.